Hey guys, Gary here. Just want to shoot you a quick video. I'm actually just sitting outside on the street waiting for my registered massage therapist appointment. Yesterday was a tough day for me, but challenging, but I got work done. I got in a car accident in the morning. I got T-boned when I was driving my son to school. And, I had I had a day of a lot of work to do, so I had to get a spare car and I had to book a doctor's appointment and all that stuff. So anyways, today yesterday I went to a listing appointment and I went with my team member, and she was telling me it was the first time my team member had watched me do a listing appointment. And I wanted to tell you guys and encourage you that when you go meet with clients, are you going through a script? Are you going through a 10-step process, a 20-step process, a 30-point how we add value kind of presentation? Or are you really talking to them and listening and asking the right questions? So many realtors just go to their listing appointments and they try to say, oh, these are my accolades. I won this award, that award, and this is my track history. I sold this, sold that, sold this, sold this. It's all about themselves. And then they go, oh, here are the features I present, blah, 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 blah. Here are the 30 features. And they think that adds value to the seller. And sometimes it does, but they try to focus on, here's my system, here's my presentation. Now, here, I'm going to force feed this presentation into your mouth. You just sit there and listen for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. And then at the end of the 30 minutes, you sign on the dotted line. But that's not how it works all the time. And to me, I think that I was telling my team member afterwards, all my listing presentations, every time I meet with my clients, I don't have a specific agenda in mind. At the end of this conversation, he or she needs to sign on the dotted line. They have to promise me that they're going to work with me. I'm never like that. I approach every client meeting, every seller meeting as a conversation, and more how can I serve them? What are their needs? So I don't go in there here's how I'm going to force feed my presentation, but I go in there thinking, how do I find out what their needs are, and how can I add value based on what they are saying to me? I ask the right questions, and then I tailor my presentation, or I tailor my questions towards what they're looking for. In other words, my presentation is all bespoke. It's all tailor-made. So when I meet with my clients, every presentation is different. It's all about tailoring my conversation or tailoring the meeting to serve their needs. But before you can tailor that presentation, you have to ask them the right questions. You don't be like, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, or hi, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer. Here's my presentation on my accolades and my achievements and my all that I've done. And by the way, here's my buyer process document, and here is how I work with my buyers and my sellers, and then here's how I add value to you. Spit. You didn't even ask them what questions, what's their pain points, what are their needs. You gotta listen before you spew your stuff. Otherwise you're just force feeding them. You're preaching your gospel. You're preaching your message instead of giving them the message that is useful to them, that is valuable to them. I encourage you to bespoke your message, bespoke your presentation, and instead of force feeding your principles, your values, your beliefs, listen, ask the right questions, and listen to your client's answers, and then tailor your responses and how you can serve them according to their needs. So what do you guys think? Do you prefer a structured, here's my 60-point presentation on how I can add value to you, regardless if any of those points make sense to you, here's my 60-point, or do you prefer a more bespoke presentation, a more bespoke conversation, heart to heart, And you gotta speak to your client according to how they want to be spoke to. But in order to get there, you gotta ask the questions. You gotta find out what's their character like. Are they more analytical? Are they more based on the cause? Are they more outgoing and open, charismatic? You gotta ask those questions. So hope you found value. Let me know below comment below what is your preference for a presentation to you.